Bella B.
Bella G.
Bella.
Nik.
Cacioppo, you already know him.
Shout to Nick. You already know him thanks to some very interesting interviews he made about golf and psychology.
Thank you.
And today he'll face the rat trap.
We will put him under the knife because if you are good at the psychological side, we have to crush him. So
They are
it's
kind
not
as
going
always.
to be buffeting. It's really going to be mental destruction.
Also
If we
physical.
don't get to that side, it's physical. So resist one. Let's go.
I will resist. So Gigi, did you ever notice that this hole had short water? Water on the right, long water, a bunker out of bounds on the left? Oh, hi Nick. Sorry I didn't
Don't
see
tell
you.
anything to Benny
I
because
wanted
I
to put
told him
pressure
this
on
is
you.
the hole that worries me a little bit more. He quietly supports me.
There is also a behind start, long pin, 183 meters. Are you playing with a
5 wood.
5 wood? Let's get it! Watch out, ball in the air. Kukuruku. Paloma.
Without meaning to, he made a nice layup in front of the water.
Perfect. He played the hole in exemplary fashion, but you didn't tell us what handicap you are.
20 and 8.
So in a par 3, it's okay to lay up in front and play
This
for
is
very
strategy,
few shots.
guys.
Ah. Perfect layup, 69 meters to the tee in the fairway. I'd say we're accurate with a nice pitch to disturb the pin.
Let's try, guys. Let's try.
Watch out. Little top here.
Ball to the sky. It also did a rebound.
He tried to walk on water but found
Terrible.
an edge there.
No, and it's a drop.
I had already prepared another ball.
Thank you.
What a bastard.
I would shoot from here. In the meantime, I'll show you how to place the ball with the new rules. Is it okay here?
Ci sta.
You have to try knee height. Like that.
No. The pressure.
No, I'll tell you guys just one thing. Practice before you play on the rat trap. Even if you arrive late, don't mind.
Was there a queue in the ring road?
Exactly. Come on, we'll recover.
In the meantime, we decided to get some stuff off our backs not to show off these B2G t-shirts.
I would like to show you this detail here, and also for...
Ci sta.
Exactly. For amnesia.
Ci sta. If you don't remember what your name is, it's written here.
It's written here.
That's right. You know when you introduce yourself on average, no one remembers what your name is, and you then sometimes you make them look here. So they remember. So,
Suggestions, guys. I would ask you now. What can you tell me?
since I understand that the half pitch with the ball flying above water makes you anxious, I have already seen that you have changed the club. You got a 54?
Yes.
It seems more logical to me also because the distance is kind of that. Remember, you can move closer or farther away depending on the distance. You usually do better with the stick.
Yes, because in dropping the obstacle, in frontal penalty areas, you can go behind as much as you want.
That's right. So from the edge of the water all the way back to the tee, how far do we want to go? How far would you like to play?
Listen, I'll tell you.
We're not late.
I just checked my good watch. I get a little closer and I would say... 60?
60.
Let's go.
Oh yes.
Much better.
Oh yes. And it's ball near the flag.
Let's go for the putt, guys.
Better than the previous one, just a
But
little.
just a little better. It's definitely drier.
He tries the bomb.
He shoots the bomb, but it goes a little too long. He made us stay the pin inside, just like the new generation.
Because I'm young.
Because you're young inside. We who are a little old style, so we keep taking it off. It is always so boring.
Every time I hope that the pin blocks my shot when it is too long, but not this time.
Let's take a little look at your next shot, which isn't gimme at all.
Wow, it turned but too much. Just barely long.
He made 9. Let's see if he can hold it or he goes into double digits right away.
Wasn't this the first one?
And it's 9. Here we go. Casting out 9s. Let's go see the next one. It can't be worse
This one
than
was
that,
a full.
though.
I don't know.
A jinx.
There are surprises. The statue tell us something. You want to
Hopeless?
film? Come on, we'll make up for it. The course is long and the day is long as well.
And the drive begins to get in the bag, or maybe it gets out of the bag. Watch out, guys.
Will we talk about it?
We will talk about it because in the What's in My Bag video, you will see things you people wouldn't believe. But for now, we'll see how it works without spoilers, what work it has done on the head of the drive.
We will see how it works or if it works.
The second?
The second... Let's go.
I'll try. Let's go.
Oh yes, it does work.
So this drive... Ci sta.
This one was good, guys. If you want to review it and rewatch it,
Just loop this piece. It's the best so far.
maybe skip the first one.
Yeah, exactly. We have 193 meters. Left to get to the green. By the way, today there's a pin stuck behind the bunker on the right, and that doesn't bode well. Like, for example, going into the bunker, I didn't want to
After the
bring you
water
bad luck.
dry is good.
Driving contest of...
Only 3 meters precise.
Super precise.
You held back a little bit, I saw, because you had to pick up your pace a little bit after the first hole that was not so good.
Really? I don't remember it.
No, you were right, yes, because this is one of the most important things. Forgetting. Golf will always give us with lemons. Anyway,
Exactly.
we forget them and already think of the next one, which will surely be better.
I don't see that as difficult. But yeah, come on, we can do it, guys. Tough pin, we get a little closer.
This would...
To get a little closer and stay as close to the edge of the green as possible.
corridor up to green, perfect. Trademark, the flappy lump. Though in this case the club helped the wood. It slipped and the ball went exactly where he wanted. Maybe just too short, but okay.
A little less than I would have liked, but come on, it's okay today.
What does it say?
It's 64 from the center green.
The pin is long a little bit to the right, so we're at least 70 meters.
Right, and so we're going to play a pitch that didn't give me so much joy before, basically.
Well, it has to give something back to you sooner
Some
or
balance
later.
in life, it could be good.
So,
Let's go.
he was afraid of the bunker, and in fact he closed it a little bit. The problem is that it is strong. How can you pitch from 70 meters?
Too many
But
vitamins
it's too
today.
much power.
Then remember that when the ball closes a little bit or you get a little bit from the outside face, close the club you loft further, and from there the ball flies to the green in no time.
Let's use the fingertip from behind the green. Come on, there's a little opening. We're under a tree. 25 good meters, almost 30. How much power did you put on the pitch?
I'm let go, boys.
You need feeling now. Let's see if you stop it near the pin. It's hard. Use a 54. Oh yes, great ball. As an old Italian program, c'è posta per te, but now there's room for you. You had an opening and you managed to shot a very soft shot. Perfect. Pin high too. Let's see a little bit if the putt goes in and we save a bogey. Something happened that in Rat Trap had never happened.
There's always a first time, especially today.
You made a great shot, but the ball wasn't yours. Pointless shot. Oh, we went behind the green with a sure shot because we were convinced it was there, but
But no, guys.
we didn't check which ball it was. So let's explain the rule. The rule says always check that it's your ball, make a mark too, because it's not enough. You play with
Wilson staff.
number.
1.
It's not enough because maybe there is someone else, maybe in neighboring holes who plays the same ball, or maybe who lost it the day before. In my opinion, this is the case. And maybe one says, but it's mine, and then it turns out it's not. If we put a nice little writing, make a little heart or a little dart, you know it'll be yours. Why do you look at me like that, Benny? You don't see him, but he's making faces at me as if to say,
Wait till
but
I
what the heck
explain
is
the
he
rule.
saying?
Here it is.
The rule is that if you play the wrong ball, you must rectify by the end of the hole. So you must not go and shoot the shot of the next hole. Or if you are at 18, you must not have left the putting green. That is the green of the last hole. If not, you are DQ because you have not rectified the position. So in this case, we found the first ball thanks to one of the guys who works on the course who said, but that was not it.
You see it? It's that ball there.
Wasn't it the one?
No, the other one. If you look, there is another one.
Right, I learned something.
So you don't get disqualified.
Bravo. This is the important thing.
It could have beefed the first rat trap DQ.
No.
Is there any penalty for playing the wrong ball?
Absolutely yes. 2 more good shots on the hole, but we're used to,
Today I'm collecting them, so...
we were chilling.
And all shots you hit with the wrong ball are eliminated, even if they are
Eliminated.
more than one.
So let's go and try to play this ball that is in a much worse position than the previous one. What a disaster.
Wow, look at the shot he just did.
Showtime. It was a little strong. I guess it's in the bunker.
Little long.
But it was amazing. Benny, I dare you. Who's gonna make the ball closer from this infamous position?
Good, you start. I'll show it now then in the meantime. We've got ball in the rough. You can see the pin sticking out down there in the middle of the plants. We've only got 2 or 3 meters of green and after the bunker. Easy. There are the fronds.
A wood 3 for me. Because I'll shoot it very low. I have to try not to let it take too much backspin. It has to roll. So, kind of a super chipper. Keep it under, roll it, and let's see.
Post.
No, on the post. The idea was okay. The problem was that the ball started slow and didn't keep direction and it hit a tree. Then it went to the right. I'm 4 to 5 meters from the start of the green. Benny, you have it easy. What are you playing with?
I'll show myself. I instead try to get the ball go through this V-shaped trees, which are slightly to the left than the pin. However, maybe with a positive bounce on the hill just in front of the flag, it might jump me to the right. I chose it for 2 reasons. Firstly, because this hole here is bigger, and secondly, because if I get the force wrong, it ends up a little long or a little short. I don't have the bunker behind the flag, so I leave myself an easy approach. It's all about not getting too enticed by the pin. I touched it. It's still in a nice position in the end though. Standing a little more on safety still worked out well for me. A baby chip from the edge of the green, not bad. In the end, the win is mine. Let's say that none of 3 made a great shot. We have Nik in the bunker, Gigi behind the plant. However, maybe with an easy shot, the most prudent strategy here is the one that brought the perhaps best shot. In any case, I would say none of 3 was excellent here.
Let's just say that the position was not the best.
So just to go from wet to dry, I said, let's try the whole course, guys. By now, I'm going to show you everything you can imagine today.
It's called I Love the Seaside. Let's go in the bunker, moreover it is easy. A lot of bunker in front, little pin and the ball has to stop right away.
Wow.
Too clean and probably finished in the same position.
Not a single gift today, not a single one.
You can be a good ping pong player.
Even of tennis, actually. I'm trying to play both sides of the course. Fantastic today, guys.
Let's get it back down.
Let's have a little discussion, B. What do you suggest next? Since I'm still in par.
I would say that the situation has improved a lot compared to before. There is a lot more room to shoot and also to do it with energy and finish back in the bunker. What should I try? Come on, this is the classic bump and run.
Sure, so we get close, we take it after 2-3 bounces, the ball goes in and we change holes, obviously. That's the way it is. Just like that.
Look at it, look at it. It doesn't slide enough, stumbles up the little hill for a moment. But great shot.
From here, great, guys.
Let's get it though.
Oh yes. No!
Moments of panic. I can say it was a disaster, guys.
You're also playing with the tarred ball, which is no longer round, full of stuff.
You
A
are
little
right.
cleaning of the ball to make it round might help. 12 shots on the second hole, and we're average full marks so far. But didn't you feel some pressure
Perfect,
hovering
right.
in the air given by our friends? For example, like, I don't know, Il Sanga Fabrizio, you must know that. In the preparation of his rat trap, we have created a kind of mini WhatsApp group just for the organization, the time, etc. Two friends of ours slipped in and started to jinx like never before. This induced anxiety, put pressure, and moreover our two friends, you have already seen them play in the two rat trap, Fabrizio Alampi and Paolo Sangali.
Guys, you did well. You guys have brought me bad luck so far. Very good and effective above all, but I will make up for it now. I will make up for it, or at least I'll try.
Come on.
So hole with tricks to make up for it. Narrow water to the left, bunker to the right, and water in front of the green.
The pressure is gone, boys.
There's also the car behind the green.
You're right, I forgot.
Come on, there is quality here.
Just barely leaning on the right side, probably bunker area, but very goofy.
So, Nick, tell us something about the recent competition you have played.
So my preparation, it wasn't like today, guys. I would tell you just for the record because it is also fair to say. So in the preparation of the rat trap, I said, guys, I absolutely have to go down a little bit of handicap. And I did it. In August and early September, I lost 5.2 points handicap, okay?
To then get here.
And to prove, of course, that every competition is different. But it's great, we know. Golf, it's like that and we love it. So let's play anyway. Chista.
Sure. Oh, it's over 200 meters and the ball is perfectly in rough. Oh no, sorry, it's not your ball. Yours is in bunker, Nick.
What a bastard.
He loves me. Yeah, so much.
So striving contest of...
Oh, this one is long. 199 meters.
We're getting close.
We are almost at 200 meters.
Yes, but I want to point out to you the shot to the green he has now. From the bunker, the bank is high. Now, I'll let you understand. Standing a little lower, look at that. So, he doesn't have much launch angle.
Plus, if you try to have it bit too much, it could hit the branch above like a crossbar that crushes the ball down.
We don't want to put more pressure on you. We're at 130. Let's see.
What does yours say? Mine says we are 120 from the center of the green and 133 from the end.
The pin is short and it's 110 meters from here. In this case, with a hybrid, you have water in front, ball in the bunker. Take a look at the flag. You can lean further. We can try to stay on the middle part of the green and make it roll.
So, I'm thinking whether the right strategy is to play a hybrid or play in wood to get out. If it was for scoring, I would probably use an iron and play it a little bit on the supporting right.
But we're on the rat trap.
Do we want to try some fun stuff?
That's what we like. Golf is fun.
Ah, it is somehow as we foretold.
The bank did its job by momentarily stopping the ball and creating a perfect layup on the fairway to the right. While we were coming here towards your third shot, that later we're going to see how it's ended, you were mentally counting more or less how many shots you could manage to gain in this bunker. Like, there I play the third, so maybe a putt, 4 or 5. On a psychological level, and here is your sector. Is it helpful to prepare yourself mentally for what's to come and that is not here yet? Or could it every once in a while be a weapon that comes back at you?
So, given how it's going today, guys, it is absolutely important. Actually, I was counting how many shots I still potentially had to shoot. So, I counted 18 to 19.
You kept counting.
I didn't stop for counting. Actually, guys, I think the useful thing is let's completely forget how many shots we hit before. Let's play from scratch from here, okay? Of course, guys, you have to be focused. Today is not good for me. I'll give you the advice though. It is this. Completely reset everything that has gone before. Every ball is new, okay? But then I would also frame how the ball is placed though. I hate
Now
those
we'll show
balls
it.
today, especially how they end up.
Oh, it's in a Z position. It's hard to play, but it's in the center of the fairway since it doesn't place today. You'll have to hit a little shot and you have to interpret the position, in my opinion.
We have 37 meters. The ball ended up in a stripped area of the fairway with no grass. The shot is very risky. How do you interpret it?
It doesn't look good. No, actually I'm going to play it quietly with a good 54, trying to get as close to the pin. I'm looking for a little bit of luck too, because maybe it helps me today. There's a little luck of the air, because I actually need it.
Fortune favors the bold.
And so, it fits!
Oh, there you are.
Watch out. You here took out the big shot. This Lekwa is very, very difficult to interpret for two reasons. We have the risk of making the club work too much with the blade that can get stuck under the ball. It's a fat shot. It may occur the opposite. It may bounce before the ball. The club at that point may hit the ball with the blade and we have a top behind. You know, a very good job of bounce, angle of attack and force management. It is what it takes to be able to play this shot here that requires a lot of practice, and you did it perfectly.
Thank you. I practiced a lot in the previous holes. Thanks, B, for the advice. It was a good shot. And now let's try to close at least with a decent pat, please.
Super soft touch. No, what a soft touch. He keep leaving the putt at return. That's hard. Super hard, guys.
It's uphill though.
But it's uphill just right. And actually, greens today are that classic situation where they seem a little slow, but they flow very well and the ball rolls with no problems. So you kind of want to end up there. For this reason, always practice before you play, also the speed of the green and not only the approaches. By doing this, you can figure out how much that day the ball rolls on the green, because that also changes depending on how long the grass hair is and how fluffy or not the bottom. Did you practice before playing today?
Of course I didn't.
Actually, today, it has to be said, there was traffic on the ring road. He's from Turin. I'm from Varese, and to come to Le Rovedin, where we are now, we have to take the A50 road, and there was an accident, I guess.
It held me up a little bit.
I created it.
It took us forever, guys. And so to then make fast, he didn't take a shot. He didn't take a shot, and he went straight into the course. So he has already showed us his boldness he has, and we confirm. But the problem is that, while you may don't know the course or the weather conditions, you may have pressure too. Then we are actually helping you so much. It's not easy to understand us, but when you have the possibility, it's better to spend time to practice your routine.
Good. What I always do is try to test the green a little bit and try some shots too. At least the one I'm going to play in the hole one. I didn't do that today, and I think you can see it.
I like this attitude of practicing the first shot that you're going to play. At the end, it's the one with the most pressure, because it's the one you start with, not just the first hole, but the whole competition. If you've practiced it a little bit, you can go, let's say, with the automatic driver. It's actually way easier. Today, it paid off. In fact, the first one was a fluke. The problem is that we're starting to have problems to recover, though the last approach was very good.
I'm diesel powered, guys. I will make it. We'll play some good holes in the afternoon.
Let's go. From the 18th and 19th hole of the rat trap.
Which are 4. Come on, shall we hold this putt? Shall we bring home a quick double bogey? Come on, show us.
Chista.
Yep.
Yep. The ball is already holed, even if it's on the rim, but with part of it below the line. So it was already inside. However, it's always nice to hear the clock. Earlier I got wrong. This was the putt for the bogey, not for the double bogey. You did 5, so you halved it by a lot.
Uphill, guys. We're uphill.
Now we want a birdie on the last hole.
Not eagle. Do you want it?
Alright, I'm in.
Let's go.
So even more, let's do it. So here we have 199 meters of driving contest to beat. At least eagle, because you declared it. We want it.
At least.
Easy, last hole par 5, drop the bomb.
Let's go, Chista.
Oh, fantastic. Maybe not the best one, but a good draw painted in the sky. A ball in the middle of the course with a good roll.
Poetry.
Pure golf poetry. I illuminate myself with...
Not very long, guys.
Do you think you exceeded your previous driving contest by 199 meters?
I don't think so.
No, but it was close. 197 anyway.
It doesn't
You
matter.
can
The
fly?
most important thing is to say that we're pretty much in the middle of the course. At least today we end up here and it's okay.
There's always something good.
Exactly, fundamental. Always find something that allows you to replay another game. And golf always does that. It always fools us. Come on.
Golf fools us.
Right.
It always fools us.
Gigi, was that a chip and run shot?
It was a nice cup on.
We say cup on when we hit the ball at the top. The ball immediately bounces on the ground, so flight distance of millimeters, and it starts tumbling like in this case. It is not so much, but we will try again from here.
The hilarious thing about tumbling is that it managed to go into the rough even with straight. He hits a cup on.
If you have to air, you have to air. Oh, good.
Good. Oh yes.
Oh, he wanted it in the rough to drop the bomb. Maybe a little too far on right. It flirts with the bunkers on the right though, but it's okay.
Yes, it's on the right side of the rough because that way the opening doesn't have the trees in front.
Sure, but I studied the other rat trap, guys. It's my strategy.
So whose rat trap did you study?
Bye, guys.
Get the bunker, jump out of the bunker.
Perfect and intentional shot?
Absolutely, thank you. As you can see, I practiced this a lot, guys. Do it you too.
It hits the bank, then it exits from the bunker and ends up also in green. It's just short though, but okay.
Damn, guys, I need to practice more. But I can say though that top is the right word for today.
No! What was the difficulty of this shot? Theoretically, it wasn't even very difficult. We were about 60 meters away or so. Anyway, the ball, I don't know if you could see it from the shot, was way higher than the feet. And when the ball is higher than the feet, it's very difficult to figure out how high the club is going to pass us from the ground. We run the risk of doing a chunk shot or a tope. One trick I use is this.
Show us B.
Once I have the ball, I first place my feet at the distance I think is suitable. Then I rest the club next to the ball, being careful that it doesn't move. Then I extend my arms and go to grip the club at the height of my arms without fear of being too long or too short. At this point, I know that when I go back to extend my arms, the impact will automatically be perfect, hopefully.
You could have explained it before.
I had to see
I was
it.
saying it. This is crazy, guys. He wants to keep his secrets. First, he makes me shoot, then he explains the shot to me. Thanks, Benny.
Go for the putt.
I thought I would play it again from here.
This is a very easy putt for the par. We are about 24-20 to 5 meters. On the first part, we have an uphill, then a downhill, a slope to the left with 2 steps. Easy.
Come on.
You know what? He got the face right. The ball is enough close to be an easy putt to hole and just as close to be a very good putt to jinx.
B, can you jinx for me?
Of course I can.
Do you really need that today? Nothing to do, you are great at it.
Easy tap in now.
Money pin said Scrooge McDuck.
Big up, Nick.
Thank you guys, we have survived anyway.
Mamma mia, let's go a little bit to do the math, which is hard today.
Do you have an abacus or a ballroom? I have one, but I guess it's not enough.
Chista!
How do you feel? Well, pretty good guys, all quiet. Now we play the, we're ready to start, we make it warm up.
It was the warm-up.
Wasn't that the warm-up, Benny?
Yes, you've just used 50 practice balls already.
A basket, but now I am ready for the course.
Scattered around the course, though.
Numbers. Let's talk about them. So, we have a rat trap finished in 33 shots plus 17.
Let's remember your handicap.
20.8.
For the remaining eventual 14 holes, you do 3 bogeys and it's okay.
Exactly, I won a final like that, guys, I swear. The first 4 Exol, and then great recovery and trip to Crete, awesome.
It's also where you met Matteo Siri, right? He also did the rat trap. Go to check it out because it's fun and he's very nice.
Exactly, and it's much better than me.
So let's put it this way. We had Ludovica that put safety and peace of mind because it's harder to do less than her. But, you know, never
Thank
say
you, Ludo.
never.
Do I rival her? Now let's do the counting.
In your case, it's 33, but we have 199 meters of driving contest and the center of the course. So, chapeau.
Thank you.
A nearest to the pin of
69 meters. To the pin,
But repeated so many times.
and the third shot is also played by 69.
even the fifth.
A disaster today, guys, fantastic.
It's
fine, it's fine, it's fun.
So I'm interested in knowing one thing. Right now, after playing, would you go back to do something different? I'm asking you this because there's also a strategy before you get into the field.
The preparation phase,
You told us and you stated it while you were playing that you watched our videos, especially the other rat traps, to understand what to play. You had already made a strategy, is that correct?
So initially I did on the whole one because it was the one that gave me the most anxiety. And it's actually the one that gave me the most trouble in the beginning. And I think it affected me a little bit in the continuation of the game. But what would I have done before? Mostly I would have practiced, guys. I need to move my whole body and warm up my engines.
to get back into a game rhythm.
That's right. Because that allows me to firstly line up a little bit, watching the balls how they go, and feel the sensations a little bit. Starting ready to go at one without having practice for me is impossible. It has seen result, unfortunately, however it is okay for today. I had fun as well. What would I have done more? I would have played better, probably.
Having a little more peace of mind because the pre-game routine as well as the pre-shot routine is very important. We often talk about the pre-shot routine, but the pre-game routine is fundamental. You will also find several videos because we talked about it, especially at the beginning of the channel, now almost 2 years ago. Though I'll tell you another thing. I noticed something, and let's see if you find
Watch
yourself.
out.
My feeling was that
Yes.
somehow you were already a little prepared and you knew the shots you would play. And so it gave me the impression that you were not, let's say, living the course at that moment. You were looking somehow for a standard to slip into. I'll give you an example about the first hole. I have seen you already playing other times. You also went here for a fitting. So I know your potential. From less than 70 meters with the long pin, so with almost 20 meters before the pin. From 50 meters up, all good. When you used a half pitch, left me surprised. Probably because you wanted to keep the tension low. You didn't want to be a little tied up with the 54, but this actually took even more rhythm out of you. And then along the way, I noticed it in other situations too. You were trying a bit to get back in your standard without living in the moment. Even when you got a little stuck behind the green of the second hole, you missed that little feeling to say, I'll just put it out there because from there I can play it. Instead, you always try to make something stay within the shot, something that would come easy.
Right. I think that's correct what Gigi is saying, and maybe even in the video that we shot together when we were in Settimo, it was one of the things that I actually advised against doing. So, great, I'm a very good teacher for myself. Yes, but then what they say, one has broken shoes if one is a shoemaker, basically. So great.
Yeah.
Trying to bring my game back to my standard, I think it affected me so much. I came with a modicum of expectation, especially with respect to what has been the previous matches, our chats, and so I imagined that a modicum of tension I would already have at the starting point. Not unlocking the first shot caused me to go into a loop, and knowing me, it takes me at least 1 or 2 holes basically to recover. There is no space here, so you have to be focused. I couldn't do it today. Okay.
Actually, we also saw that the quality of shots at the level of even playing strategies and types of shots made have been gradually improving in the going of the holes.
Absolutely. In my opinion, there is another fundamental thing. If you discover it, you have found the key. Everyone has a shot which is our metronome. I mean, if that goes well, 2 tend to be able to build up the whole game. There are those players who may need the tee shot. There are those who need to know that the putt can work. There are those who need to know that somehow the approach on that day could be beneficial to them. Everyone has their own routine, but if you find yours and you train it, you will be ready. It's useful even on competitions like the Rat Trap because we try to recreate the anxiety of an actual pocket score in just 4 holes. Are not competitive, but they consequently become so. This happens because there's the camera, there's the expectation and other aspects. If you have that mindset and the situation is clear, you know how to play your first shot. That being said, your actual flapper-you is due to the lack of practice it before you
Correct.
came
I
to the
would
course.
say that's actually what happened, but whatever. It is golf, guys. Chista. That didn't allow me not to have fun, though. So it was great. Equally, I hope you will have fun, too. Please be gentle.
It was beautiful. You really showed us a wide repertoire.
To make it understand all the possible situations of golf.
So I'd say he's saved. He's never missed the first shot, so he can't buy us a drink because he's always past the women's tee. It's our turn, so I'd say that Chista. Let us know below in the comments the rounds on us.
Let's go have a beer.
Bye-bye. See you guys.